Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Driving Perilously. It's Joan, where she turn on the radio and talk about what it is that's going on. So that's 89.9. They are, I think, Martin County. They're definitely north of here. They're definitely farther away from the metropolis of Miami and the whatever West Palm Beach is. They're more country, and they're fiercely independent, and they play music nobody's ever heard of. And I bring that up because the more mainstream 89.3 Moody Radio just got rid of their morning show. So that's two Christian stations. 89.9, that's the rural one, a little more Pentecostal, a little more independent, a little more out there. Then we've got the more mainstream 89.3, which is standardizing their morning show format. And all of this is in response to 88.1, which is national playlists, even though all three are Christian stations. So it seems like the national one is in line with whatever that genre of music is doing in the corporate world. And Moody Bible Institute is a little more mainstream, and this independent one is a little more out there. But it's the changing face of Christian radio, and Christian radio is catching up with what the other stations have already been doing for decades. Well, I don't know, a decade, I guess, which is the playlist for a country station is the same in every market. The playlist for an alt rock station is the same in every market. And the playlist for pop is the same in every market. And now Christian music is moving in that same direction. But of course, Christian radio stations aren't just about music. So, you've got their local call-in, their talk shows, their nationally syndicated shows, their people pointing to their websites, people, talk about driving perilously. People standardizing everything, so the independent ones across the nation are becoming more and more similar. And that's just what's going to happen as we're all connected, where the internet and the radio overlap, and where, just like magazines used to overlap with the radio, now magazines are, falling by the wayside. But we've got these national conglomerates, and probably international too, that are slowly taking over. And in contrast to that, we've got local Legends 100.3 that has all local DJs playing music from the Great Am Songbook, which you can find online and on their app. But the radio here, every DJ is local. They have local ads, local call-in shows. They have the reading of scripture. They have celebration of holidays, including Judeo-Christian holidays, not just one or the other. They have a car show. They have a show focused on charities. They have shows focused on local performers. They just are fiercely independent, but yet they're trying to reach their Great American Songbook to many other people. So it's local to us, but all the people who are listening around the world, it's not local to them. So that's the changing face of radio here on in sunny South Florida. What brings me to that, not only the 89.3 WRNB changing their morning show, but also at the same time, Legends 100.3 changing their morning show. But last night they were playing Dick Robinson's American Music by the Sea, which is the flagship show of Legends 100.3, and they were playing Christmas music. This is May, very end of May, and they're playing Christmas music, and it reminds me of when Legends 100.3 came on the air. They just started with Christmas music, and there was no talking, there was no explanation, there was no idea that they were just doing that temporarily before they got up and running. They just started with Christmas music, and it was in the summer also. It was quite odd, but I hope they're doing well. I think they're doing well. The Society for the Preservation of the Great American Songbook has a lot of support here in Palm Beach County. Rod Stewart's close by, and they play his stuff all the time. Vic Damone was a big part of it. And lots of other famous people here in South Florida. And Dick Robinson led the charge. So we'll see what happens with the morning show. The morning show is back to Jill and Rich. And to be honest, it sounds outdated. And I don't understand how contemporary singers singing the Great American Songbook can sound outdated when they're talking. But they do. I haven't had a chance to check out the morning show at WRNB yet, which is now national. But I don't know, it's sad. I'm one of those people that just doesn't like change in general. But let's face it, Legends 100.3 came onto the air and got me more into the Great American Songbook, which is songs from the 50s, the 60s, the 50s and 60s. And that was new, but it was also old. So what's new is come around again. What is old has come around again. What is new is changing, and that's just my thoughts on what's going on in radio here in sunny South Florida. We're definitely in summer. We've definitely got that summer weather pattern of thunderstorms every day and too hot. And that's it. That's my driving perilously for today, where we turn on the radio and talk about what it is that's going on.